Hi, let us now study doping. Doping is the process of adding impurities to a semiconductor. Impurities such as boron and phosphorus is being added to a semiconductor to produce two kinds of material, the p-type and the n-type material. P-type meaning positively charged material and the n-type material is negatively charged material. Okay? So, how this p-type and n-type material is produced? By combining pentavalent materials such as phosphorus, it has 5 valence electron, to a silicon, okay? This 5 valence electron and 4 valence electron of a silicon atom will form a covalent bonding. This 4 will accept 4, but there will be 1 excess electron. Okay? This 1 excess electron is negatively charged, thus producing n-type material. Okay? If we are going to combine boron with 3 valence electron, it is a trivalent material. Combining boron to a silicon, it has 3, it has 4, it will form a covalent bonding, but they are lacking 1 electron. This lack of electron is considered positive. Why? Because there is a lack of electron. Combining boron to a silicon, producing p-type material. The lack of electron is what you call holes. Okay, these holes are positively charged, thus producing the p-type material. We have the n-type material and the p-type material. Okay, so this p-type and n-type material is separated by a barrier, and this barrier is called the p-n junction. Why? Because if you are going to combine p-type and n-type material, the n-type material which has an excess electron will just move towards the hole of the p-type material. Okay? So that will become useless. That's why they put a barrier between them, and it is called the p-n junction. The p-n junction separates the p-type and the n-type material of a diode. They call it diode. The p-type and the n-type material separated by the p-n junction is called diode. A good example of diode is the light emitting diode. It produces light. Okay? While the movement of electron, its friction with gallium arsenide present in the light emitting diode produces spark, produces light. Okay? So, if it is a silicon diode, it requires at least 0.7 volt for this diode to conduct electricity. If it is a germanium diode, okay, it requires 0.3 volts to operate or to allow the flow of electron. Okay? Do you want to know more about diode? Please share and subscribe. Thank you.